Welcome to Terror Trader, a shop full of creepy, wonderful things that will suck you in for hours. Wall-to-wall, locally made goods and props at every turn. But there's a more sinister undertone as you turn the corner to an unassuming small back room. A room that has frightened patrons enough to turn skeptics into believers. A collection of oddities that have found themselves here in Mesa, Arizona. The owner, Jason, has many stories of frightened guests, but this one particular event has changed a man's life.
This is the Swami Board?
This is the Swami Board, yeah. When we addressed it that night, it was going insane. It was turning lights on and off in the back room that has a light switch, a flick light switch.
When we had a guy, I don't know, what do you consider happened to him? I mean, I don't want to say like a possession type of thing, but it was almost like he was under some type.
So this is for my witches. I have a thing with moss. My guides send me moss as a reminder to stay grounded and protect myself.
It was exactly what it was, though.
Yeah, I mean,
we can't even pull any punches about that. That's exactly what it was. Whatever was in him wanted to fight me.
Yeah.
And it lives in there.
A vendor of ours, her husband, which they've been together forever, started, I guess, behavior became very, very weird with him. He was not showering anymore. He was not eating. He was extreme anger swings and just like stuff that was out of character, I guess you want to say.
This all started because he went in there and looked at it?
When we used to have the oddities tomb in the other room, the Swami Board was on top. And I remember he would come in there and he would talk about it. And he would just sit there and stare at it. I've had camera footage of him just staring at that Swami Board for 5, 10, 15 minutes. People walk in and out. He doesn't change his mind or change any mood and just leaves. And then so I talked to him about it, and he started telling me, he goes, the board, he goes, he knew everything about 1945. He knew exactly when it was printed and made, and he has done no research. It's not printed on the board anywhere, anything. I'm like, how the hell do you know this? He's not into the paranormal. In fact, he's a skeptic of everything, anything. And so it was very strange to us, to the point where his wife reached out to you guys, the East Valley Paranormal, and like, help us.
We're doing an investigation, and we've got it on this table in the other room. And Jason's looking up the manufacture date. And the whole time, I'm not saying the date out loud, but as long as it's not 1942, we're good. And it goes New York City, 1942. And we all went, well, shoot.
It gets even more intense with you.
Well, it turned out we didn't know that I knew the lady already from years ago. I had met her and him. He was a totally different person. You could feel it coming off of him. And we had a little interaction outside because I had already talked to her. So
a little interaction.
It was a little interaction.
So Michelle's talking to him, and she told me before she went up, she's like, I'm just going to look in his eyes and just kind of see what's going on. And so she's talking to him, and he's kind of like looking around. He's talking. He's not looking at her in the face. And she's like, well, it's really nice to see you again. And she gets really close, and he takes her hand and grabs it and goes, I know what you're doing, by the way.
Oh. I could feel it coming off of him. He was going to get up and fight me. We were like, took my hand.
Took off. I was like, we're gone right now. We're not doing this right now.
Yeah.
It was wild.
He did tell us later that he really wanted to hurt me. Like, if there weren't so many people around, he would literally beat me to death. Like, he did not like the interference.
And to set the scene, this guy is like Santa Claus.
Yeah. He's
the
so
nicest
docile.
human being I've ever probably met. I mean, he's harmless, he's nice, he's a friendly guy, but it changed.
We knew then that something was really wrong, like that he was occupied.
That's a good way to put it. Occupied.
He's back to his old self a little bit.
Yeah.
But not exactly the same. He's not the same.
No.
At all.
Have you helped him or tried to?
We did.
We
decided to seal it immediately. We called it in, and like it was like, oh, we're gonna check it out, and all of a sudden we're like, no, we're calling whatever it is in him back into this board. And that's when the lights started freaking out in the other room. And the lights and the music came on in the oddities room.
Yeah. Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's weird coming from a guy who owns a horror shop, and they go, oh, okay,
Yeah.
people think I'm being a showman or whatever. But that's why I was so glad other people have witnessed this, and other even vendors and customers have all witnessed this stuff. I mean, people ask me, I get it all the time, is this place haunted? And I'm like, absolutely no. The building's not haunted. I would think the objects inside. I think there's something that we have here which we, either brought in or gathered, and but that's what's. There's some type of attachment. There's something here. I have a story about the brown coat man, which I have 2 eyewitness accounts. But the only time anybody's seen anything in this place, like physically seen, and one was a skeptic and one was a sensitive. Mm-hmm. They don't know each other. They've never met each other. There's about a 3 to 4 month gap between their stories, but they both matched up. One of our skeptics, he's a devout Catholic, really nice guy. I just love it. He's had some issues here that he doesn't believe in. He tries to attribute to something else. I have this on camera, which is even more brilliant. You see him at his booth by himself in the room on the other side over here, and he's bending down. And then out of nowhere on the security camera, you see him get up, and he sees something. He looks, and he's very stunned. There's nothing there, nothing. You in the camera, nothing. And then he turns back around. One of his objects jumps off, catches him right in the hands. And he's like, you see him look around, he's getting ready to put it back up, and he's like, hell no. And he runs back up to the counter and explains what happened. He bails. He was out. He couldn't take it anymore. He felt nauseous. He felt sick then. He had an overwhelming, I'm going to throw up feeling. We sat him down. He goes, I need to leave. He leaves. He texts me 2 minutes later when he's in his car. He goes, I feel amazingly well. I'm 100% fine right now. But I saw a man, middle age, about my height, in a brown coat, walking away from me. One night we were doing a podcast. We had finished about midnight. Same guy was walking back down the hallway. I was going to meet him at the door to take him out and all that stuff. He beat me there. I walk out. I was in the back, and he's holding a little religious medallion, and he's like, let me out. A few months later, I want to say 3 or 4 months later, a lady comes out, and she was just like, I saw someone else in the room with me. And I'm like, okay. She explained that he was dressed in brown. And I was like, I asked her, have you heard of the story before? Because I'm trying to piece, she heard the story from the other guy and all that. She was from Portland, just here visiting. Never even heard of the story. She looked up stuff on Atlas Obscura, found this, came in. So no knowledge of this place, but saw the brown coat man. That's wild. I don't know. I have no idea. I have personally not seen it, but I've had 2 separate witness accounts. I'm not gonna lie, when I'm by myself and it's closed up at night, I don't pay it. I am the fastest person to get out of here.
And that doesn't happen to you? You don't get touched, things thrown at?
I have not. No, I haven't personally. I don't think I have. Once again, I tune a lot of stuff out. I'm the first person to try to, there must be the wind, there must be something.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think because you kind of curate this place and take care of it, they probably respect you for that and leave you alone because they know.
On that note, I'm very respectful to them.
Yeah.
I even though I don't know if it works, I don't know anything, everybody gets a goodbye, gets a good morning, which, once again, does that work? I have no idea, because
I think so.
They still throw things at us, but that's off the shelf.
Well, not you.
Yeah, not me personally.
Not you. Cool, can't wait. Thank you again.
Is this man in the brown coat tied to any of the oddities here? We didn't even get the chance to finish setting up before our equipment started going off.
Is it over here by itself? Yeah, it's over on the table.
Oop, it's going off again.
The REM pod, which is short for Radiating Electromagnetic Pod, is a device designed to detect fluctuations in the electromagnetic field. If anything, human or non-human, approaches the electromagnetic field being emitted by the antenna, it will light up and make a lot of noise. It also has a smaller, high-pitched alarm that goes off whenever there's a 5-degree change in the temperature surrounding it.
My name's Alex. Thank you. Thank you for setting off the REM pod and letting me know you're here.
And before we continue, I'll give you a moment to read Dazana's story, The Doll in the Glass Case.
Can you make the bell go off? Thank you. That's pretty cool. Wow, thank you.
I can hear it now better.
I'm gonna move over to the dolls.
Oh, good. I gotta get really close.
Just having a sleepover. Nothing crazy. Anybody?
Oh!
Oh, I was coming to get it. Oh, they're all going off.
Wow.
Okay, cool. We haven't even finished setting up for this investigation and everything is going off. I'm so glad that I hit record because this is incredible. Oh! Hi, ladies. Are you excited? I got the ghost box out just so we could chat. The ghost box is a simple device that scans radio frequencies quickly. In theory, it's said that spirit can speak to us in these frequencies. What makes it compelling is when you hear a voice over 5, maybe 7 sweeps of radio station. So if you didn't know, just let me hear your voice. You're welcome to come say hi. Hi. I heard that. Can you tell me your name?
That's what I thought. That's
Your name's Beth? Can you say one of our names? Spirits tend to be nasty with me, and I get it. I've got the long blonde hair, I come in wearing ripped tights, and if you're from a time like the 30s, 40s, 50s, I'm probably kind of shocking. So when they say things like this, I typically don't respond, and I just wait for them to get over it so that we can have an actual conversation. So if you see me not respond to these kinds of things, that's why.
I swear, 2 things he said swore 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
That's my last name.
Really?
I swear to God. I was like, what the fuck?
That's your last name?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank
I swear
you.
I heard that. Oh, that's creepy.
Say it again?
That's just Alright. Wow.
Sorry for laughing.
No, this is wow. This is crazy.
I personally believe that these spirits are thanking Jason because he's provided them with a really great home. It's somewhere where everybody says hello, goodbye, and they really respect the spirits here. Thank you to the spirits here. Jason, you're welcome. Who are we talking to? Can you
Very chatty in here. Very chatty.
Can you tell us your name again? Now, if you were paying attention earlier, this spirit here says nope the minute that Michelle walks into the room, and then follows it up by saying this. Now someone left and white. Such evil. Nice. It makes me wonder if the spirit doesn't really like her because she had revoked the permission for that spirit to attach itself to their friend. Do you like when people investigate? Yes. How's it go at that time? Do any of these dolls have attachments? The bell! The bell went off.
I heard it.
Where's it? Oh, it's over by Zana.
I'm sorry, you guys. Can I cut through here for a sec?
Join us!
That was such like this. Any of these dolls have attachments and immediately
The bell went off.
right by Zana.
Hello? Are you the spirit who's attached to the doll? For some reason that answer made me feel a little suspicious. This is supposed to be a little girl, right? In this moment, I heard my name whispered into my ear, and then it comes out of the spirit box. I think it said Alex.
Oh, I think you're
It just said Alex. Hi. Did you hear Zed again?
I heard that.
Who's Zed? Are you attached to something in this room?
I thought it said
It said Alex.
It
Oh,
is
did you
an
Alex?
I heard
Okay.
that.
Did you?
Yeah, I had.
Are you attached to any of the human remains?
Zed is. Yeah, Zed is. Did you hear that?
That's the 3rd time I've heard that name.
Zed, what are you attached to? There are so many choices.
I know. Should we start pointing? Is it this one? Are you in this case right here?
What about this one over here?
It's possible that these spirits are messing with us, or they just don't want us to know who they're attached to.
Oh.
The doll. Wait, are you next? Wait. Are you the doll? Is that not actually your name?
I don't think it's the doll.
Maybe it's next to the doll. The board.
My board.
Are you
Not gonna
attached to the board?
Whoever the spirit is, they like attaching to people and feeding off of negative energy, and Michelle called in this spirit and prevented it from doing that anymore. So I understand why they don't like her very much and why they're calling us witches.
Zed, are you the one in the board? That was the most clear Alex I have ever heard.
That's wild.
Maybe I'll take a break. Wait, it keeps going off.
No, I know. But you guys are busy when we're
Yeah. It
doesn't want you to go. I think it wants me to leave.
As you can see, I chose shorts and ripped tights, and I'm pretty sure this is why they keep calling me names.
Come say hi. Say bitch.
I think it is.
Rude. I thought you okay. Said it again. I thought you wanted me to come in here and say hi. Spirit. Yes. We can hear you. That's pretty amazing. I'm sorry, it just said pussy.
Oh, it did? Sorry, it was
Nasty. You're a nasty spirit. Are you a pervert? Yeah. There are a lot of people talking right now. I only want to talk to spirits who don't mean me harm, so if those could step forward, that would be great. God, it's the hair, I think.
It's the gorgeousness of the hair.
Yes. I don't mind it. You just can't come home with me though, so say what you gotta say now.
I love when a spirit thanks me for letting them be weird because, you know what, say what you gotta say. I don't care. It's just more proof of the paranormal. Having an intelligent conversation is all I care about, and they're not doing anything other than just saying some weird stuff.
You know, I kind of get it, because I feel like if I couldn't talk and someone turned on something, I'd be like, fuck, bitch! I would say it all. All right, we're all here. Do you have something to say?
There's no way that was just said out of the ghost box. That's crazy.
There's the bell! It's making the bell go off.
It makes me wonder, is there something over there that has the attachment? Is it the doll? Is it the board? Is it the glass case with the human skulls?
All right, I'm turning this off for now.
Can you hit that bell 2 times in a row?
The bell is so cool.
It really is.
Are you okay with us recording you? I don't know how to say your name correctly, but you know who I'm talking to. Okay, just wanted to check. Good to know. Are people getting your name wrong? It's correct? Okay. Are you simply... Oh, I don't know if that's a yes or... Because I was about to ask if they're not a little girl.
Right.
Are you okay with me sitting here? I'm thinking that's what that is.
It's like,
We haven't even done open line yet.
I know.
I know.
I love, yes.
Can I ask who's ringing the bell? Is it this board? It's not the board, okay. Is it this doll?
It's gone quiet.
Yeah.
Is it someone else entirely? Someone in this case or the case behind me?
Right, in the dark.
I know, the vibe shifted, didn't it?
Did, yeah.
Big time.
No, it's like, I feel it's totally different in here now
It's
than
very
it was
weird.
like 5 minutes ago.
I can't be sure why the energy changed in this moment because they were so excited for me to sit down. I know there are a lot of entities currently in this room, and it seems like maybe a more negative one had stepped forward because I started feeling sick to my stomach almost immediately.
Are you happy that we're here investigating and saying hello? Weird, there's no movement.
It's like, it's so still.
It's like so still.
It's so still right now.
Yeah.
Like the sound doesn't even seem to be carrying the same.
No.
Come sit with you. We're giving you some space. Is that better?
It's so weird how it's like so still.
Right?
Like I feel like I can hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
It's so
Which it wasn't like that
different.
like 10 minutes ago.
No.
I love it though, because I feel like anytime this has happened,
Yeah.
it's right before something big
Yeah.
happens.
Really?
Yeah, like they're gathering energy.
That's so wild.
It's like the calm before the storm. Like, you know when it gets a tornado and it gets really quiet and you're like,
it makes me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of want to do it with mine in here.
Let's do it.
The open line method was developed by the East Valley Paranormal team that's here with me today. It's where you make a phone call from one phone to the other and you leave one phone in one room and the other phone in the other room. In a sense, the spirits are speaking to us from one line to the other, which is why it's called open line. We'll be in the other room while the other phone is sitting here next to Dazana. Living my best life with a couple of killer clowns in outer space.
Between. Holy shit, I saw a man standing right behind the camera. That's fucking crazy. Wow.
We've been hearing about the man in brown, but I had never been in this store before and had no idea that this was the corner where everybody saw this man in brown.
I saw a person standing in here.
Earlier, honestly, I really felt like I did too.
Like, chilling right behind the camera, standing there. Oh my god.
This is where the brown coat man, he was right here. And you'll see it right on camera. I have a camera doing it right there. And he's like, and then turn this way, and one of his fingers falls off to his hands.
Weird.
Yeah, so this is the area it happened.
So you'll see as I'm moving this camera to point in the direction where I saw the figure, I start talking to someone in the room, thinking that they were standing right next to me, and they're not.
These clowns are my favorite thing in here so far. God, there's no one in here. I was just talking to nobody.
He's tall too.
He's tall.
Go in there, yeah. Go ahead, go right ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a nigga, right? Yeah.
They like you.
We bond.
You like Jason, right? Ring the bell, let him know.
I'm out of here.
Now that the open line is set up, I'm heading into the oddities room to sit with the spirits and ask them some questions.
It's the biggest cockroach I've ever seen.
You want to step on him?
Oh, shit.
He's huge.
Yeah, so I guess.
Perfect.
That's crazy.
As long as he's dead.
Yeah, I'll get it.
That was a big cockroach.
Ever seen a cockroach here? So weird. Okay.
I know, I got a bad feeling and I was
Yeah.
It's very strange it would show up in the most haunted room.
Protect yourselves. Anything in this will come in. Okay, we're gonna go radio silent.
The mood in this room has changed drastically, and it's starting to make me feel very sick to my stomach.
If there's anyone in there who would like to communicate with us, please speak into one of the devices.
On the other phone of the open line, here are some of the voices we were capturing during this moment. Can you make out what's being said? I'm going to replay it a few times for you. And while collecting myself, some of the devices start going off and we captured this voice over the camera.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it was like, they're coming, and now they're not really nervous. Oh, you remember that? Well, we'll call you a little bit later. If you want to leave us a message right now, go ahead and talk.
Here are some of the voices captured during the open line session.
And I'm like,
This might be a little hard to hear because there are two voices happening at once.
and I'm like,
You'll hear us talking on. You'll hear us talking on. You'll hear us talking on.
After all this activity, we decided to do an Estes method. Michelle is the one going under, where we will be asking the questions. She won't be able to see us ask the questions or hear them, which helps remove bias from the answers we receive. She will be saying what she hears out of the spirit box as it happens in real time.
Here we go. Shouldn't this be illegal? Right?
What?
Talking to themselves. Who's me?
Chris,
Chris, have we met you before?
on the shelf
Chris is on the shelf. Which shelf?
behind you. Back. What? I feel like something is like hovering over me.
Hey, you're not allowed to
It's
do
Michelle.
It's almost as if Michelle is reacting to something that the REM pod temperature gauge is also reacting to, because it starts kind of going haywire.
Don't fight.
Who's fighting?
This is Michelle. Thrice around the circles bound, protect this space and all around, protect the soul, whether we or me, as I will it somewhat it be. 24?
Is that when
God
you died?
damn it. You're foolish. Her heart.
Are you guys arguing amongst yourselves?
Just so you know, the last time we were here, she kept
I'll do it.
people arguing, and it got violent.
Take a
And she
breath.
was in front
Take
of
a
us.
breath. There's a low voice. I can't make out what he's saying. This is Michelle.
Are you guys not getting
Heathen.
along?
We weren't getting much, it was a lot of arguing, but then we started getting some clarity towards the end.
Zed. It just said Zed.
Since that again.
It's a trick. They said my name. There's a woman's voice that keeps coming in. It's very deep. It's like got a very low tone, and she keeps saying, I thought she said Beth.
Is your name Beth?
Check the light.
That was good.
Beth, can you talk to
The
us?
light's about it. This is about it.
Beth, can you tell us what you're upset about?
Light. Beth again. Just do it. Nightmare.
Jeez.
Hi.
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 6, very clearly. Very clearly.
That's a child's
Say
skull.
yes.
Maybe? That's the child's skull.
She's probably 6.
He's coming.
Is there any way I can just talk to Beth?
Right here.
Okay. Can you tell me?
Behind.
Is everyone happy in this case? Or are we arguing?
I doubt it.
I feel like it's everybody in here all at once.
Impact. About 30.
There's 30 of you? Oh, that's a lot.
Would it be okay if I talk to you for a second?
You cut me off.
Well, you have been
Oh,
talking.
honestly, it sounds like people are fighting.
All right, let's all stop fighting. Let's all take your.
Haunt you.
Well, just relax for a second, all right?
Let's
Calm
just
down.
pump the brakes.
Just pump the brakes for 10 seconds.
Tell somebody else.
No, I'm talking to you. Let's relax and let's take turns speaking. Can we try that?
Just look at it. 11.
I have the number 11 tattoo. No big deal.
Run.
God.
Get up.
You need me to leave? I'll leave.
Everybody. Walk.
What if I stay?
Is this okay? Can I chill back
Michelle.
What if I stay right here and
Ooh, something about my throat. Sounded like kicker in the throat.
don't do that?
Zip it.
No, I don't have to zip it.
You cut her.
First of all, we're not going to do that. You don't even have permission to touch anybody. Second of all,
Stop it.
you're going to calm down and you're going to relax.
Say less.
No thanks.
Gypsy. Oh, that's my name.
Just one person at a time.
Stop this. You're difficult. Something's like really itching my back, you guys. Like very badly.
Tap her out.
Let's tap her out because it's getting a little too intense.
Okay. Well, let's tap out for a bit.
Yeah.
Could you look at the left side of my back?
Yeah.
On my shoulder blade?
Yeah, it's completely red. You're scratched.
Oh, you are scratched.
No way.
Yeah, you're scratched.
Like it started burning
It said
right when
get
they
up
started
and-
saying
Yeah,
stop.
you're scratched.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Oh shit! I can
It
see
really
I
is.
can see it in the mirror.
Like it's
There's
so
like a welt in the middle.
Yeah.
it itches
There's a line,
so bad.
line, and then there's like a row.
Like she's trying to make me want to hurl so bad.
She's making your stomach hurt?
Yeah, like I was just standing there staring at her eyes.
It's the same as last time?
It's
telling you, the same exact.
The woman was on my right and the man was on my left, and they were just, there was no
always-
calming either of them down.
That skull right there, the one on the bottom left, or right next to the piano moved. You ever had that video?
On your security
Yeah,
camera.
I have. It literally
I wanna
over a
see
20-minute time limit. It turns 45 degrees. But I wonder if it's the same one right down on the bottom. It's a geriatric one.
I wonder if that's Beth then, because I was pointing to the one above it
Yeah.
and nothing was happening.
Were you
and I
guys
was like,
asking any questions when I was getting 6?
they could be 6. Maybe
could
they were
be
6
a
when they
little
died.
That was cool. That was
I can't believe my back. It's starting to calm down now.
Nuts.
Like,
Yeah.
is it fading out?
Yeah, it's fading out, but it's definitely red.
It's just so
And
bad.
it's little though. It's like,
And welted,
yeah,
like a child scratch.
it does.
Oh, stop. You guys got a picture of that, right?
Yeah, I videoed it.
I get scratched and bitten sometimes.
It was getting pretty intense, and with Michelle possibly being scratched, we decided to call it a night. All right, I'm back for night 2. Let's see if we can get some answers.
So tell me what happened.
So I came in here after hours and Justin had turned the lights off, and I walk in here just standing here waiting to hear something, and something tugs on my jacket twice, and I thought it was Justin, but I turned back and he had just come walking past, like just barely, and it sent me just shivered down my spine and I had to leave the room. I went up to the front and just stood there and just shook for like an hour.
Do you believe in this kind of stuff?
I don't know if I believe in it, but I've had a lot of evidence kind of hinting towards it. A couple weeks later, I was actually standing at the counter and had the same thing happen, only it was my shirt. Something tugged on my shirt twice the same way.
Interesting. They're trying to get your attention. I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just to say hi, maybe.
Maybe.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
This is Justin, and Justin is going to be joining us for our second night investigation. So let's go set up.
I'm Justin.
I came back to talk to the guy in brown. Yes, you. Are you the one knocking stuff over on the security camera? Are you human?
Are you new?
No. Do you like Gina? Yes. Are you attached to something in this room? A coffin? Got it. Oh. So what's your name? Are you the guy in the brown outfit?
Do you hang out with me when I'm in the back room?
I am.
Do you like to play around with me when I'm in the back room?
Yeah.
Do you like it when I come on my days off? I think. Sometimes. Working. If I come here tomorrow, would you hang out?
So if there's anything I learned from night 1, it's that these spirits have no problem saying whatever's on their mind. They're about to get real sassy again, so this is a warning for some stronger language.
You guys are being nasty. Yeah, I remember you. We just want to have a nice, civilized conversation, please.
Do you guys think Alex is pretty? I thought it was a yes.
Is that yes?
Yeah. And then it's a pussy.
You guys are weird. Quit saying that. Who is the guy in the brown outfit? Is it Lewis? Did you say Lewis again?
I thought so.
I said Lewis again. Okay. Thank Thank you. Thanks for confirming that.
I know it sounds redundant that I've asked this 3 times, but if I can get an entity to intelligently respond to me 3 different times with the same answer, I find that much more compelling than if they had just answered it once. Now that we have our answers from the guy in brown, we decided to head back to the oddities room to say hello to some familiar spirits.
Do you guys like when we hang out in the room together? Do you guys like to move around on the shelves?
Back down.
In night 1, we saw security footage of a skull moving on its own on the shelf, and we weren't sure if Beth was the name of the younger skull or the older skull that moved on its own. I think this helps solidify that Beth is the name of the older skull on the bottom shelf.
You guys like when we hang out with you?
Yeah.
Before leaving, I told Dazana that I would bring her flowers next time I visited her, so this rose is being left for her. It's now time to head to the back room where things are said to fly off of the shelves on their own.
Hi, brown coat guy. You back here?
Say homie?
If Nino was back here, would you scare him right now?
Yeah.
Right.
I switched the ghost box from AM to FM to see if that helps them communicate, but we will get more radio interference.
Is this easier? Yeah.
You guys like us hanging back here with you right now?
It said Swami, and I was just noticing that the Swami Board case is in here.
Oh, right on.
Did you see that just fall?
Yeah, and I definitely heard.
That thud you just heard was a mask falling off the shelf all by itself, one that was really close to the Swami Board that we were just talking about. Here's a clip zoomed in and slowed down so you can see the shadow as it starts to fall.
Do you want us to go put the Swami Board into the oddities room, guys? Hurry. Off we go. Did you guys want this moved to this room? Yep. Yes.
Yes. Where you want it?
Would you guys like it in front of Zana? I'm gonna place it right in front of her. But do you like that we're here?
You like that I'm here? I don't mind being here. It's fun.
Do you like when I'm gone?
I think that they like that you're here.
Jay. They say Jay?
Is there someone named Jay?
Me.
Oh,
That's
is
what
Jay your
that's
nickname?
what they, yeah, that's what they call me.
Dazana, do you like your rose?
Jay?
It's a Jay again.
Um,
And then Alex. We said our names.
I like that. You guys are my friends. We have a really good friend named Zeke.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, you said yes.
Zeke delivers our water.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys like Zeke? He's a really nice guy. He's a yep. Is the brown coat guy back here with us? Yeah.
I am. Cool. Alright, well, we're gonna leave, so it was nice chatting with you.
Or
God, to call me a whore right as I'm leaving.
I thought that's what it said. I thought that's what it was. I thought it was.
Yeah, anyways. Bye, I'll see you later. No. Be nice.
Be nice.
I was fairly skeptical that Terror Trader was truly haunted, but after the last 2 days, I can confidently say that you're never truly alone when you walk through these doors. The many spirits in the oddities room, Dazana, and the man in brown will be there to greet you so long as you treat them with respect. Thank you, Terror Trader, for letting me explore the whispers within these walls. I think it's safe to say that this place is very haunted.